You have a favorite song you like to play when you're on tour with him?
Oh, that's really hard to answer that one, man. It changes all the time. I'll be honest with you, on bass, a real pleasure has been Getting Better from the Sgt. Pepper's album, because if you listen to that recording carefully, you'll notice there's two basses on it. And one of them is a bit out of tune. And so it's got this really strange, beating going on. One is more defined than the other being a late night overdub, because the story goes that Paul would come to the studio very late at night and work on arrangement stuff till 3 a.m. with Jeff Emmerich, often just the two of them. And that's one of the songs that benefited from that late night scrutiny and that sort of dogged sort of, I don't know, pursuit of excellence that Paul McCartney, that defines him. He's just like, music is always going through that guy. You hang out with him and you can tell he's thinking of a melody. You hear him whistling a song on the way to the drum set. It's just like, oh, it's in him. It's not like some kind of weird thing he just turns on and off. It's just always on. So that was one of those things where during that period, he was at the studio all night and he would come up with these things. Let me try this. And he would just keep doing it until he got something magical. In the case of Getting Better, the bass part, if you listen carefully, changes. Every time the chorus comes up, it's a different bass part. It's not the same, the first chorus, as it is the second or the third. And the fun for me is to honor that and do the same thing, rather than to normalize it or regiment it. Why would I do that if he chose not to? Like, I'm there to just sort of, I don't know, be a bit of a, conduit and just put over his bass parts. That's what I'm there. I'm not there to put over my bass ideas. It's his.
He is tireless.
That's a fun one. On guitar, obviously, Letting Go is so fun for me because he lets me shine a bit on that. Get Back. I love, there's just so much to love. What can I tell you? And a big event every night that we play together is Maybe I'm Amazed. I'm on bass on that one, but you really get to witness the power of his band, of Abe, Rusty, Wicks, and Paul, at the top of his range and at the top of his emotional abilities. It's just a sort of a flagship song. And I think live it is kind of it's a spotlight moment for the whole band and Paul. So that's a lovely one too. All of it. What can I say?